Hey beautiful people, it's Ashley here from Elemental Growth to talk to you about the coronavirus today. I'm hearing so much about it, and while I don't follow the news myself, all you guys seem to and keep messaging me. My family is going crazy themselves. So here's the truth. If you really want to boost your immunity and you want to protect yourself from the coronavirus, from colds, flus, all that kind of stuff, it's gonna start with your gut. Your gut is where all your immune system is built from. So if you have a crappy one, if you've got leaky gut, if you are eating crap food and have candida, if you have any of these issues and you're not taking care of yourself in that way, your immunity is gonna be going down. That means that you're more susceptible. If you want to build that up, you're going to want to start including foods that are like fermented foods, like these healthy whole foods. Fermented foods are great. It's a great way to get probiotics and prebiotics into your gut to really start building up that army. We are all bacteria. Every single part of us. That's what we're made from. So it's really important that we nurture those bacteria, especially the healthy ones, so that they can rage against these other viruses that are coming into effect. And we want to be able to do this naturally too, right? We don't want to be doing this when it's too late and we need an antibiotic. We want to be doing this right off the bat. Thanks for joining, you guys. So yeah, get in those probiotics, those prebiotics, those fermented foods. Some great ones that we include every day, especially right now because the seasons are changing, is things like apple cider vinegar, which is it's so great. It doesn't always taste that good, so if you're somebody who, wants one of those gummies or anything, there's these gummies that are called Goli, Goli, and they are wonderful. They taste great. I've given them to Finn, but him and we actually do apple cider vinegar shots just fine. We just mix it about a tablespoon with some water, and we can chug that right back really quickly. It tastes good. Sometimes I even mix apple cider vinegar into a tincture with elderberries, and elderberries are another one, especially this time of year, that is so great for building up that immune system. So you can protect yourself naturally. You can get healthier naturally. It's all possible, and it's all happening, and it's all right there available for you. Some other ones, maybe doing some liver cleansing. Spring is coming, so the dandelions are really going to start popping up now. This would be a great time to start including those into your diet as well. If you've got a grocery store like Superstore that sells dandelion, you can start getting that in. If you want to go get a dandelion root tea and start using that as a substitute for coffee, that could be really great for you as well. What are some other ones here? So actually, here's a really good one. I heard this quote recently, and that was, if you want to beat a cold, you sweat it out, and if you want to beat the flu, you starve it out. So let's just get into a few little details about why it is that this short little quote, it's so simple, right? When you put it into 4 words like that, it's crazy, but it's so true. So cold, one of my favorite things, if I start getting sniffly, if I see Finn getting a fever, if any of my family members call me and say that they're sick in any way, any of my clients message me and they're like, "Oh, Ashley, I'm just not feeling it today. I gotta take the day off." I'm like, dude, no, you don't. What you need to do is, take a little nap and have some peeled garlic in your socks. Sorry, not in your salt. In your socks. This will really help you sweat it out. It's like the poor man's penicillin. But it's natural. It's garlic, man. All you do is put it on the bottom of your feet. Some people put it on their underarms. It also protects against vampires, so you don't have to worry about that, And, it's wonderful. You just curl up with blankets, keep those socks on, keep slippers on. For a cold, you want to sweat it out. For a flu, it's the opposite. A lot of the time when we have the flu, you would be throwing up anyway. You probably aren't feeling hungry anyway, but sometimes we just we're so used to eating and we think we're going to wither away to nothing if we take a break for a while. But intermittent fasting is wonderful. Fasting for 1 to 3 days when the seasons change, wonderful. Though we've got Easter coming up. This is like the 40 days of Lent, right? When this first started with our ancestors, it wasn't just giving up food for 40 days because they had that ability. It was giving up food for 40 days because there was no food left around. These families were hunting one animal to feed their family for the entire year or entire winter. By this time, all that food is gone. And all that's really left is a bone. So they would be doing like a bone broth at this time of year, and coming into the 40 days, they were just fasting because they had to. And it's doable. There are doctors out there, you can look them up, that actually have their clients go through these 40-day fasts with nothing but water. I mean, I'm not recommending that you go 40 days without eating, but 1 to 3 days, especially if you're feeling that come on, you just starve out those bugs. It's a really good way to really cleanse your system out. And you don't have to add anything in if you don't want to. If you do want to add things in, that would be like the dandelion, as I said, these fermented foods. But you guys got this. And if you have any specific questions, definitely let me know. Send me a DM or email me, ashley@elementalgrowth.org. I love you guys, and I'm wishing you the best against this coronavirus and the cold and flu season.